The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Well, Travis insists he's a sexpert. But if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed. It's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like.
Everybody, welcome my brother, and me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy. What's up, Trav Nation? It's me, your middleest brother, Travis Vroom Vroom McElroy.
Hey, what's up? It's me, the sweet baby brother, 30 under 30 media luminary, built Ford Tough Griffin McElroy. And let's give another round of applause for our dad, who's cosplaying as the Flush tonight.
Our dad, thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. This is for my sweat. I'm going to get really raunchy this show, so Paul called it he was like 1 towel show or 2 towel show, J-Man. I was like, it feels like a 2 towel show.
He said, depends on how many White Claws I spill all over the gosh dang place.
Interestingly, maybe connectedly, Justin, I enjoy your Speed Racer on vacation cosplay. My Speed Racer shirt had a noticeable mustard stain on it. Not so noticeable that I noticeable it before I packed this morning, but noticeable enough to leave it at home. I bet that happens to the real Speed Racer. Don't worry. He's moving too fast to be careful with mustard.
He can't be a meat eater. No way.
Yeah. But so it's more of a casual day. But I'm not the person I want to make fun of. Our dad is.
Okay.
Did you guys get that text?
Oh, man, we got a pretty good Clint McElroy text today. Can we tell you the tale of it? Because I promise it hits. And it's seasonal. I'm busting right out of my collar of this.
They love it. You're so eager for it.
If you sense a certain nervous energy from me tonight, more than usual, it is because I have a light case of food poisoning and wearing a one-piece coverall jumpsuit.
High stakes
I live on
podcast.
the fucking edge.
The Saw movies have gotten much lower stakes.
Yeah.
But they are funnier.
Anyway, we're not making fun of me or you or
me,
Travis tonight.
Either one of us.
Why
or
would
Travis.
you make fun of me?
Yeah.
We're making fun of our dad. So here's the text. Here's the text that we got today from our dad. Doctor Who canceled as Amazon deal confirms rebranded Doctor Who reboot.
Now, for those of you listening at home in audio, the difference is, get this, the first Doctor is spelled out.
Right.
And the second Doctor just says DR.
So next image, please, Paul. Yeah, so here's the text of Dad sending it to all of us. Now, where he says, that's like to that's us and all of our wives.
Which is fucking wild. Like a wild scattershot approach.
Yeah.
I don't know if he added, but the end is just the beginning as his own sort of putting his own spice on it, but I do like that.
There was a large gap in between there where no one responded, right?
And it fucking rules that he lets us know exactly which app he shared this important news bulletin from.
Yeah.
The Google app, you say?
Now, next. Now, what's so fascinating is this was a story from April 1st, 2024.
which, for those of you keeping score at home, is 365 days prior to the text we just showed you.
Now, that's one unifying factor. The other one is that it is from a website called Doctor Who TV, the exact same goddamn website. On the exact same fucking day, April 1st. Paul, next image, please. Yes, that was texted to us on April 2nd, 2024.
Yeah. This website has our dad's fucking number, man.
And I also want to highlight here in this text thread, Justin, what I'm going to say is a very gracious response.
Holy crap.
From you.
Justin never shows this kind of grace, y'all, especially not to dad when he does something objectively pretty
Paul,
funny.
next image. So I just wanted dad to know last time he got
He got a free
grace.
pass.
This is the this year thread in which Justin responded, "Sorry it took me so long to respond to your text, Dad. I wanted to stop driving and make sure I had a good screenshot of it first."
Okay, so that's the story of our April Fool's text from Dad. Look forward to 2026, April 2nd.
One of these days, Doctor Who's really gonna get canceled or some big shakeup's gonna happen, and he's not gonna believe it.
I know we've talked about this before, but to be like a PR person on April Fool's Day when something big breaks,
Yeah.
and you're like, can we wait? This can go out tomorrow, right?
What do we do here, Justin? We don't just dunk
my
on our
friend,
dad.
thank you so much for asking.
just dunk on our dad.
We also dunk on our dad while we help you, our beloved friends. We're going to take your questions and turn them out into wisdom. I don't know any other way to do it. A friend from work has recently got me into watching Richmond Pro Wrestling. RPW represent. I have come to realize that I would really like to be in the ring as a ref. What is something that would help me stand out from all the other referees? And that's from reffing in Richmond.
Are you here? All right, all right.
Can I ask, there was a big crowd response to Richmond Pro Wrestling. Is that like a big deal here?
It seems like it, Trav. I don't know why you'd shit talk it after everyone cheered.
I'm asking. It could just be a combination of hearing the name of your city.
Yeah.
And pro wrestling together.
This is what I was going to
makes
say.
you very happy.
If I was seeing a show in Huntington and someone referenced Huntington Pro Wrestling, I'd probably cheer just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I like.
Yeah. I support that in theory, if not with my money.
Here's what I know about wrestling referees is that they are not often extreme sticklers for the rules. So that could be a nice energy to bring, is you actually have the book up there. And you're constantly...
A huge book.
And you're going to get in there. Like when you see a submission hold taking place, I want you to get really, really, really deeply close looking at it just to make sure there's
Break
no...
out a measuring tape, maybe, and you're getting, oh, no, they're not there yet. It's fine.
Do a lot of slapping them on the back to separate, which is not traditionally... something done a lot.
Make them sit in the corner. No, you did bad. Sit in timeout.
You could look really, really concerned all the time. Oh, no. Oh, owie. Ouch.
Here's one that you could try if you were to, as a referee, institute an instant replay, but it's a live instant replay. So, if you didn't see it, you're like, stop.
Do it again.
Do it again, just like you did it. Exactly, you promise.
Now, it's been a long time since I watched pro wrestling, but I don't remember the referees having storylines. So, maybe big character arc, growth, maybe big wrestling things going on over here. You turn away, you look at a picture of a lost love, maybe. Somebody you haven't seen since you signed up for referee school, but once you get out, you're going back there and you're going to propose to them.
Yes.
Something like that, and then you get murdered in the ring.
Hey.
Now, hold on. Let's explore that. That seems bad.
But you come back.
Oh,
and you're
I like that,
you're
yeah.
your own twin there to get revenge, but only
but
as
you're
a referee.
only refereeing. You're not. It's so important. You can't cross that line.
Yeah, no,
it's
you're not a
hugely
wrestler.
unprofessional. You're not a wrestler. You are a referee, and you should take pride in that.
You come out third because I think it's wrestler, but this time now angry referee comes out to their own theme music and they're like, I'm gonna make sure you lose by cheating and fudging calls.
Okay, that
because
actually-
you murdered my brother.
Okay.
The referee should be first. Otherwise, how can they protect the sanctity of the ring? You know, what if the ref doesn't go first and they try to use that opportunity to hide ladders and like, you know what I mean? Hammers and
Yeah.
things. Like the ref has to be there from the beginning so he can make sure there are no hammers hidden anywhere in
You
it.
make it, before every match, do a 30-minute sweep of the perimeter. I gotta make sure, guys. They tuck all kinds
Hey,
of crazy
everybody in the
shit.
first 4 rows, you need to pick up these folding chairs and move them back. This is not a safe situation. These chairs could be picked up and used against the wrestlers.
Here's what I think is going to set you apart, not only from other Richmond professional wrestling referees, but any referee ever. You're going to build a big cloud that you can sit in.
Okay.
That flies around. You're going to need
Shit.
to hook this up to a thing, and you're over the whole ring.
That's cool,
Flying around
man.
in a cloud.
Are we thinking like Jesus Christ or Goku?
No, I was thinking more like the turtle guy in Mario Kart that follows you around. And every so often, if a wrestler breaks the rules, you just lower down a little fishing hook. You grab that
Grab him by
wrestler, you
his
take him up, you
underpants.
take him back over to the
Yeah,
corner.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ can actually do that too.
Oh, he's a fisher of men. That is
he's
true.
the fisher
yeah.
man. He'll scoop you right up, baby.
Yeah. Since Vatican II, he has been able to. That's a Vatican
really?
II edition. Yes.
Huh.
It's a new upgrade.
Does he charge you coins when he does it?
No. That's in Vatican 2.3.
I love the John Cena skin in Vatican 2.3. When they added lightsabers, though, I thought it broke it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm currently being harassed by a goose at my place of work. I enter and leave out a side door every day that few other people use, but lately there has been an aggressive goose blocking the way. I've never had any problems with geese before, but this goose, whom I've named Moose, as I am also afraid of those, hisses and bites at me as soon as I get close to the door. Here's the kicker. He does not harass anyone else who uses the door. He happily waddles away from them. Brothers, animals have always liked me, so why does it sound like this goose wants me dead? And how do I make amends with it? That's from a goose in need of guidance.
Are you here?
The goose got him!
Oh no!
No!
The goose was outside. They're like, you're going to enjoy a comedy
This is-
show tonight. Isn't that nice?
I think that I might have seen a little window there at the end. The problem is, you're worried about making amends with the goose.
Okay.
Maybe everyone else has established goose dominance.
Yeah. How do they do that?
Head bonk.
That does seem like maybe the only thing a goose would
Yeah,
understand.
you're not going to be able to like show your goose your bank account and they're like, whoa, man,
shit.
real high earner.
Sit them down, show them pictures of your kids. Like, I'm happy. I'm totally satisfied with my life. And the goose is like, damn, you got it all figured out,
Damn,
Reggie.
man, I wish I was you.
Shit, dude.
Maybe you're the lucky goose.
You've already been thoroughly embarrassed.
Thank you for that laugh, by
It
the way.
doesn't,
I didn't
yeah, it doesn't make
deserve
any.
it.
Lucky goose isn't like a.
not even a thing.
It is, right?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lucky goose. A lucky duck is a thing, you fucking lunatics.
And a
I'm
golden
thinking
goose.
of
And a
silly
silly goose is a thing.
And a golden goose.
You
is a
fucking
thing.
maniacs.
Hey, what do you think the
Don't
opposite?
encourage him when you know he's wrong. We
What-
have 2 more shows this week.
What do you guys think is the opposite of a silly goose? Because I think it's a business penguin, and I don't know.
Don't try to pull this thing out of the fire with a great bon mot like Business Penguin.
You've already lost. The goose knows your number. The goose knows
You work for the goose now.
You work for the goose now. Here's what you got to do. You got to go back. The one thing you got about geese is they're dumb. You can go back, big chunky heel, okay? Big pompadour. You've gained 6 inches now.
Yes.
You go back. You have a large, thick, impressive mustache, like you were in a fog hat or something. And you look at the goose and say, "Hey, my name's Jeff. I'm Justin's older brother, and I hear that you've been making some trouble." Now the goose is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
The goose is like, "Oh shit, different guy," like
Yeah.
whatever. And then you're like, if you cause any more problems, you get it. From that
No,
point,
keep
you
going.
can
I don't quite get it yet. What do you say to the goose?
Well, if you're like, I'll grab that gorgeous neck of yours and just start shaking it.
Is it important to compliment the goose's neck as you?
Are you going for an enemies to lovers thing?
Listen, I can't give away all of Jeff's story. It's only season 1, but
Good point.
We've got some.
So you're
things-
going to Count of Monte Cristo the goose.
We got some things planned
Now
out.
I
yeah.
see. Maybe show up wearing that dress that Bjork wore to like the Grammys or whatever, and it was the swan, and the goose like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Look at this sick freak. I'm not crossing them.
It might get goose horny though, and no one wants that. Ain't no horny like a goose horny, because a goose horny don't stop.
That is true. Scientifically speaking, once a goose gets horny, it's horny for life.
I don't think I said anything wrong. I think that was all accurate.
It never stops?
I don't want anybody to get upset about this. But I do feel very strongly about it, and I believe it a lot. I do think you should punch the goose because the one thing that we have as people. Now, listen. Thank you for agreeing. The one thing that we have as people, and it's not a lot, but we can. One of these, you know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be for any kind of reason. It could just be because, out of my way, goose. And that goose needs to believe that with his whole soul. Not that they have souls, but like you get it.
Could you at least hire a stunt goose to punch in front of the goose so at least then it's complicit in it?
Yeah.
Are you saying get a goose from the market?
No,
A
a highly trained stunt goose.
What if you get the goose as big as me from the shop window?
Yeah.
right? Cover it back in feathers, kill it when it's looking, and like, that motherfucker killed the biggest goose I've ever seen in my fucking life.
On Christmas
On
fucking day.
Christmas morning, he kills the biggest goose I've ever seen, rips its feathers out in front of us.
Hey, can
I don't know what happened to the head, P.S. It's gone.
Has anyone ever thought about that from the perspective of the shop owner who has a goose hanging in the window and it's Christmas Day and he's like, if I haven't sold this fucking thing by today, I'm going to have to throw away the biggest goose I've
Turns
ever
out
butchered.
that the goose store owner is the one who organized the whole ghost thing. Just
I got to move this goose.
I thought I was so smart. I made it so expensive, but nobody bought it. Now I just got this big old stinky goose.
And my wife told me, don't buy the goose as big as that orphan child. And I said, somebody's going to want this goose, Deborah.
She said, Michael, 30 crowns is ridiculous. I said, nobody knows how many crowns is.
It's Monopoly money, Deborah.
what are you eating for lunch? Because that could be a real goose attraction vector.
I thought you meant start a conversation with the goose.
I thought you were saying,
hey, what are you doing for lunch?
I thought you were saying eat the goose for lunch.
I guess there are a lot of ways that. I guess there's a lot of ways that sentence could be read, and I apologize for being.
All of them work.
No more apologies. 2025.
Hey,
I don't like that as the motto.
Just
no.
for us personally.
Okay,
No,
cool.
wait. Not even that's not good. Travis.
so here we are with our friends in Richmond. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And I thought it would be fun to get the crowd involved and the crowd at home involved with a little play along at home special edition.
I have a tummy ache, and you're doing this on stage. By the way, this is the first time I heard audible boos in the audience, and I want you to know that you are brave. You are brave.
You guys are going to love this.
Okay.
Because here's what's up. I have 10 questions,
Fuck yeah.
and I have 10 $10 bills.
Wait, what?
And if my brothers get their questions right, I will give them $10 per
He
question.
dropped $10 backstage and then was so weird about it, and now I know
Now you
exactly
know why.
why.
But if the round passes, right, if they don't get the questions right, I'm going to ask people in the audience.
Oh my God.
And if you get probably people in the front, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Sorry.
I will give them the money.
Yeah.
That's it. That's so gonna go so bad.
I'm so
man.
excited.
Okay.
There's
You're
people,
setting up a situation.
There's people in our work Slack who are here talking about this in our work Slack right now. I agree, everyone. It is an incredible idea.
Okay.
Go ahead, Travis.
The first round's about supernatural.
Yeah, fuck you. No, fuck you. Also, you've created a situation where if we get questions right, the audience will be upset.
Griffin.
Yeah, sure.
In season, In season 6, Dean is given the chance to name a monster he first encountered. What does he name them?
Oh, he definitely calls him Piss Whistle, the Devils.
Why are you so angry, Griffin? I've put my own money on the line to make this fun for you.
Okay, Gollum with your fucking impossible riddles. Okay. I don't watch this television program, and you know that.
Justin, in Supernatural, Castiel says to Dean at their first
meeting... Are you not going to ask the audience what for $10?
No.
Okay, sorry, I've misunderstood the fucking rules of this game.
Because somebody needs to get both questions right to get $20.
Okay, Jesus
Okay,
Christ, man.
Justin, in Supernatural, Castiel says to Dean at their first meeting, I am the one who gripped you tight and what?
I am the one who gripped you tight
And?
made you whole.
Beautiful, but not correct. Does someone here, you know both answers? Okay, what are the answers? Yeah.
Jefferson's...
Correct.
Gripped you tight. Wow.
Well, you got it. Thank you very much.
This is probably illegal. We
Okay.
didn't look it up.
Congratulations.
Justin.
Yeah.
That's very good, Tummy Buddy cosplay. I feel it in my genuine soul right now. Oh, with the cap and everything, it's simply
Justin,
wonderful.
Hit me.
For college, I attended the University of Oklahoma.
Let's say again.
For college, I attended the University of Oklahoma.
No kidding.
Yeah. What is the OU?
Oh, that
call,
wasn't the...
What is the OU call and response cheer?
Boomer Sooner.
Correct.
Thank you so much.
And did you hear the fucking response? Because they were like, that's $10 I'm not going to get.
Griffin.
This bit, Travis, you are finding new ways to make entertainment.
Griffin, where does the school mascot of the University of Oklahoma get its name?
Fucking the wagons that they took out on the Oregon Trail to the Great
Incorrect. Does anyone know? Yes, you know? What is it? Perfect. Excellent.
Wow,
Here's $10 for you.
But the wagons.
Enjoy the
But the
$10.
hold
That's so
on.
cool. I got $10 too.
Paul, but the wagons aren't the wagons also called?
They're called schooners. That's what you're thinking of. Just
Yeah, man.
Griffin, in How to Train Your Dragon,
Oh, great.
Hiccup's twin schoolmates
Whose?
Hiccups are named Rough Nut and what?
Piss Whistle.
Incorrect. Justin,
Yeah.
Hiccup's dad is known as Blank the Blank.
Skimbleshanks the railway cap.
So close. You know? Okay, what is it? Correct.
Wow, congratulations.
What was fucking Rough Nut's twin?
Tough Nut.
I gotta see these fucking movies, man.
Okay, Griffin.
Is this it?
No.
Fuck.
These questions are about Wonder Man.
Spoken like somebody that doesn't have $10.
Griffin,
Yeah.
Wonder Man
Yeah,
has two brothers.
man.
Vision is his younger brother.
From
Who is his older brother?
Ultron.
No.
But Vision is Ultron's younger brother.
No.
Can I say something, Travis? Since I realized that Justin has $10 and I do not,
Yeah.
I want to get one of these right pretty bad.
Hey, Griffin, can I just say, I have not appreciated $10 that I've earned. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've loved $10 this much. I've already got some snacks
It
in the
sucks.
lobby of our hotel. I'm already thinking about they had some sour gummy life.
Oh, man, fuck.
And it said cash only.
Justin,
Yeah.
what alias did Wonder Man use in an alternate future when aiding the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Booster Gold.
Incorrect.
Skimbleshanks the railway cap.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Does anyone know? Yes, what are they?
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper was his brother. Do you know? I'll give you
Just
$10.
give him 10 fucking dollars. Paul, I think that's in the fucking balcony, my man. I'm so sorry. The game is fucked up, right?
Okay, one more round. Dad just texted me that Dad knew the answer, so I'm going to give him $10.
No, wait.
It was
Dad text you-
Dad, it was Hollywood. That is correct. I'm going to give Dad $10. So now Dad has $10 and Justin has
This
$10.
game sucks ass.
Such a hyper-targeted game that out of the over 1,000 people in the room, 2 of the people with $10 are on this stage in his family. Like, so far, that's the odds.
This is for Dad.
Okay,
Okay,
Dad's
one
$10.
last round. This is about Pirates of the
No, Dad,
Caribbean.
stop, Dad.
I'll
no,
bring it,
Dad, you have
Dad,
to
I'll
wait
bring
to
it
come
to
out
you.
to get it. No, Dad is just dying to. No, Dad. Sorry,
Okay.
it says at $10, guys. It's driven him crazy. Dad, I promise I'll bring it to you.
Justin.
Yeah.
In Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
Curse of the Black Pearl, what is the name of the naval officer who is Will's rival for the love of Elizabeth?
Bill
I'm looking for the last name.
Sykes. Bill Sykes.
Bill Sykes is incorrect. Griffin,
Wanda Sykes.
what is the name of the monkey in Pirates of the Caribbean?
I'll get this. It's not Piss Whistle, as bad as I want it to say that. Chippy? Bananas.
No.
Donkey
Wait,
Kong.
No, who,
Diddy Kong.
Wait, hold on. I didn't call anyone from over here. Yes. Correct.
Hey, great job.
We called the monkey Jack. It's
Cool, the
Norrington
Golden
and
Nana.
Jack. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Win Travis McElroy's money.
Fun.
And you guys are cool reimbursing me out of the profits.
This is what I do like, is that I didn't win $10, but I also didn't lose $100.
I don't see it
So
as losing.
technically
I
on-
provided enjoyment.
On this stage, I came in second place.
I guess if Dad and Justin
Third
tied for
place.
yeah.
My sister's birthday is in about a month, and she loves Frasier. What are some fun Frasier-themed things that I can do for her? And that's from I'm listening to your suggestions. And
Are you
that's-
here? All right.
It's Frasier the original, right? Not Frasier the reboot.
There's so much lore
Thank
in
you.
Frasier the reboot.
Well, it's after the zombies attack.
Right. It was after he tore down the Pillars of Sin. Do you guys remember at the end of the first run of Frasier where he tears down the
Yeah.
Pillars of Sin?
I remember that.
He causes the fourth impact, and it happens right in Seattle.
Yeah. And the dog talks.
Yeah,
but
the
right
dog
at the
talks.
end.
Niles turns into Juice. The dog talks. It's a kick-ass episode of television.
At first blush, Richmond, Virginia does not seem to be that close to Seattle, where Frasier
okay.
is
Like,
set.
I thought you
you
were-
mean like physically?
You look at a map, right? We're talking about climate-wise. It's going to be tough to evoke that Frasier feeling. As
Of the
everyone always-
Pacific Northwest, the moody sort of...
if you were to draw a line, it's pretty far away. Is what I'm saying. This is not close to Seattle at all. So we've got to recreate the experience here. I looked it up. You all do have a needle, like in Seattle. It's called it says the Richmond needle. Yeah, it's on the RVA Reddit. I don't know. It just says Richmond needle. I don't know. So you guys can look into that if you want, but that's the closest you have to a needle. And next up would be like, who's like your guys' big radio psychiatrist? Because I Googled it and I was like, biggest radio psychiatrist in Richmond, and I don't have a lot of hits on that one. So I don't know if you guys have
I think it's just syndicated Frasier. I think it's...
Now, right there, it was so low hanging, it was almost touching the ground, was the fruit served tossed salad and scrambled eggs. And you went with, I'm going to Google.
recreate Frasier on the opposite end of the nation.
I know you can get tossed salad and scrambled eggs in Richmond, Virginia, right? I'm trying to evoke that Frasier feeling, guys. It's
You could
not-
also probably find an old man in a chair pretty easily.
Yeah, Travis, that would be really helpful. Thank you for finally being productive.
I think
instead
it would
of just
be
yelling at me.
It would be easier to Google Martin Crane impersonator.
Slow down, I can't type that fast.
Martin Crane impersonator brings own chair, Richmond area.
Yeah.
Because we want to expand it out.
Yeah.
M4M. And that stands for my Forster's birthday.
Martin for my
Martin
sister.
For my sister.
Now, this is important. Does he need to bring his own dog or not? Because that's going to cost you extra.
Yeah, that's a little extra. The coffee. Also, according to the RVA Reddit, Roastology and the Ironclad. Those are the places you want to go for the best coffee. So you take her to those places, and then in every one, you're like, you smell it, right? You smell the the Frasier essence. You smell the Frasier, like that distinct. I mean, that Frasier feeling. I try to say it another way, but it is that Frasier feeling. So you do a whole day. You go to this needle that you guys are obviously
You go
crazy
look
about.
at what looks like a broadcast tower.
It is a broadcast tower. I don't think it's a landmark. I think it's a broadcast tower someone put a picture of.
I mean,
on
you
the
found
ark.
it on
And now is the
Reddit,
old
man.
man in the chair with the dog at the tower or the
This-
coffee shop?
This post is from 10 days ago. I know the needle is still there, okay? Just go look at it yourself.
And then you take him to a
Paul,
coffee.
Google Seattle. No, Richmond. Yeah. Google Richmond Space Needle and then go to the RVA Reddit, right? And then there's a picture there and people are going to see it and be like, oh shit, the needle. I don't know why we were given such a hard time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so then you take your sister to a coffee shop and you say,
Not just any
you
coffee
say-
shop, the Ironclad or Roastology to get that Frasier feeling.
And while you're in the coffee shop, you say, we're getting coffee just like they did on Frasier.
Right.
Happy birthday, you're paying. Because I spent every cent I had hiring this Martin Crane impersonator who brings his own chair.
But he got the date wrong and he didn't make it.
Yeah. He'll be here next week. Oh, but it's the same day you have that surgery. Oh, no.
No.
Can I ask, do you guys know about Frasier? Or are you...
That's about a third.
That was about a third. I will say that just about tracks.
Yeah.
That does make sense. I think you could probably just get your sister Frasier on DVD and she'd be happy with that because probably doesn't have a lot of people to talk to about Frasier. Frasier.
Maybe that's it. Maybe for your sister's birthday, you say, you have 1 hour to tell me everything you can remember about Frasier, everything you want to tell me about fan theories about Frasier, everything, every deleted scene and blooper you've ever seen, and I will not make a face.
Nope.
I will not be judgmental.
Nope.
And I'll just be here for it and let them, and I guarantee they're going to get 15 minutes in and run out of steam.
Yeah.
And then you're set, and then you take him to coffee with an old man in a chair.
I think a kick-ass party is you sit your sister down and you just put on that video of Kelsey Grammer falling off the stage on like an hour-long loop. That's going to treat you just right.
And maybe in reverse. So this time, because your sister loves Frasier so much,
it looks like Kelsey
Frasier's
Grammer's okay.
rising.
He's
from the
not
ground.
terribly injured. And Paul, I'm going to need you to pull that up now. A reverse Kelsey Grammer falling off the stage.
How about another question?
If you could pull up reverse Kelsey Grammer falling off the stage in front of the Richmond Needle,
That would be so dope.
Yeah, just Photoshop that for me, Paul.
Sometimes we give Paul little activities to do because we don't have a lot of sort of technical requirements for our show,
Yeah.
and so we don't want him to get bored. We'll give
and
him a
he
little
finishes the word search
challenge.
so
quickly these days.
I'm a special agent for the state, and I'm also an avid
Okay, Jason Bourne.
I'm an avid musical theater fan. It is not uncommon for me to be belting out some of my favorite numbers in the car as I do a lot of driving. One of my coworkers witnessed one of my showstoppers while I was following them, and they described seeing someone in uniform screaming in their car. This is quote, screaming in their car as they go down the road as unsettling. I've tried to adjust by singing everything in deadpan, but it just feels like I'm yawning. Brothers, how can I continue to support the arts in my heart while not also freaking out the public? That's from Really Regret Riding in RVA. Are you here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you the guy from Storage Wars?
I just want to say that
Nope.
if you take a thing that looks like screaming and don't alter that part, but rather make your face deadpan,
It sounds like you know the part that you gotta fix first.
because I don't think that looks like yawning.
Yeah. If you're trying to scream without it look like you're screaming, that's kind of my thing. I'm doing it all the time. So it's the number is very important, right? Because the threatening, like of a Les Mis, where you have a Javert and a Valjean, like squaring off, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you want it to be a duet, because then there's extended periods where you are very animated and then you still have to buy into the moment. And that's probably worse to see. Is someone listening with intent in their car. Just kind of like,
Yeah.
well,
And reacting.
oh, Valjean, how dare you? You know, like, yeah.
And it
Ad-libbing,
doesn't-
maybe. Throw in an ad-lib.
It doesn't. I don't know exactly what your job entails, but I don't
A
know.
special agent for the state.
It's all there.
But I don't want you doing a two-hander in the front seat of your vehicle. I don't believe.
I think you went the wrong direction because you took it and you said I made it more deadpan. I think you got to zhuzh it up. I think you need some like sparkly curtains in there. You need some jazz hands.
In the automobile.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay,
and
good.
you're gonna need some maybe lighting effects, maybe
Inside
stage
the
makeup.
Great, yeah, for sure.
Oh! Like I think you should leave. You should have a Phantom Mask decal on the window,
Fuck,
so
that
that
would be
as
so
you sing,
cool.
you turn in.
Lean into it. Oh, that's good.
Shit, man. What if just all over your windows and windshields you had different masks? And so depending on where you moved your face, you could be any kind of drama.
But it is a government vehicle, so that might create some
And you
complications.
are
That'd be cool.
driving.
Park next to the other special agent cars. And be like, which one's yours? The one with all the drama masks on it.
I think your coworker just fell for one of the oldest special agent tests in the world, and that's keep your eye on the road.
Oh yeah.
Okay? There's a lot of the danger. I gotta say, it's the danger to like. I googled it. Dignitaries and passports, as near as I could tell.
Sorry, what's that job again?
Special agents, as near as I can tell from Googling, mainly cover visiting dignitaries and passport crime. That's my best guess from a cursory Google.
Those two go hand in hand often?
I didn't read the website closely, but the two things, I did admit it being a cursory Google. I think I made that pretty clear. Yeah. Passport crime and protecting visiting dignitaries,
All
I think.
right.
Is
Well, if
Was
I-
there a visiting dignitary in your car while you were belting show tunes?
Yeah.
Because that's incredible.
What a wonderful immersive experience you must be giving them. Or was there a passport burglar in the car?
you never know what kind
That's
of crime.
great because, listen, this passport isn't going to grant you entry to this country, but it is going to grant you one ticket to the greatest show on the road.
Yeah.
Get in here. I'm doing all the works from Brand New Brain or whatever it's called.
Brand New Brain is
Brand
what it's
New
called.
Brain.
What's it called?
Brand New Brain. Travis, you got it in one.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back.
Bye!
It's better with you.
Hi, we're the McElroy brothers. You've just caught us on tour. That's right, we're recording these on the road. And when we travel, we mail ourselves in giant envelopes like Flat Stanley did.
That's
right.
true, Travis. We let ourselves get squished with a big bulletin board, and we mail ourselves like Flat Stanley does it.
This used to be 88% more of a fucking pain in the ass
Yeah,
because
man.
it used to be a lot more expensive before we found out about stamps.com. And then they started hooking us up with some rates we couldn't find anywhere else that were up to 88% off the USPS and UPS.
Now, getting a bicycle pump and having our daddy pump us back up into normal people, that's still on us.
Stamps can't help us with that. I don't want. That's an intimate process. I don't want stamps.com.
Stamps will not
Yeah.
reinflate you.
There's noises that happen during that no other human being should be forced to hear.
Have more flexibility in your life with stamps.com. Sign up at stamps.com and use code MYBROTHER for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to stamps.com, code MYBROTHER. You know, we talk about stamps.com a lot. Trust us. If you haven't done it, stop listening to it. Just do it. It'll make
Just
your life
do
a
it.
lot more convenient.
It's going to change everything.
It's going to change
fix it
everything.
all.
Just like when the big bulletin board fell on me and it did squish me flat, which is very fun and funny. But what they don't tell you in Flat Stanley is I also did extreme, severe damage to all of my internal organs.
And you know, Griffin,
and bones.
when you're living in a new area, it can be hard to find a reinflation doctor that you can trust.
Yeah.
One that can tuck all those internal organs back into your body after you've been
Exactly where they
squished
belong.
flat.
When you get squished flat, there's nowhere for the organs and bones to go.
Yep.
Too true.
And so I did need a special doctor for that, and I did find them on ZocDoc.
Wow.
Yeah, you would think Washington, D.C., you can't throw a stick without hitting an inflation doctor. But
Inflation doctor, you must be talking about Joseph Biden.
I don't. Is he a doctor?
good Christ almighty and Jesus
Political
in heaven.
stuff. You guys like
yeah.
political
It says
stuff.
actually right here in the ad
Too
copy for
political stuff.
ZocDoc, it says get extra political on this one. It says get nasty on Joe Biden on this one. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and
Griff,
compare
I don't
high
see
quality.
that.
It's at the bottom.
Okay,
Where
thanks.
you can compare high quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty from mental health, dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, usually within 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments. I really have used ZocDoc more times than I can count to find
very sick.
specialists and doctors in Washington,
Best
D.C.
doctors. I swore to him. We found the best doctors, and it wasn't until ZocDoc that we found Griffin the best doctors.
found the best
Getting the help he needs.
You know, when I need real medical advice on whether or not people understand a Flat Stanley reference in 2025, I look for that doctor on ZocDoc. And then ZocDoc tells me, we don't have doctors for that. And I say, what about, I don't know, eye exams? And they're like, yeah, we can do that.
actually can do that. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments. Go to ZocDoc.com/mybrother to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/mybrother. ZocDoc.com/mybrother.
Now, we also have some announcements we want to tell you about. First of all, thank you to everybody who came out for the Raleigh and Charlotte and Richmond shows. It was a wonderful time. Thank you all for being there. We got more coming up. We're coming to the Origins Game Fair in Columbus, Ohio, June 19th through the 22nd. Tickets are on sale now for that and for shows in Michigan, Minnesota, and Ohio. All Taz shows this go-around are going to be Taz Versus. You can get all the info and ticket links at bit.ly/McElroy Tours. We got that new merch over at the merch store, including the Ether Sea dice designed by Evelyn.
Gorgeous.
Make sure you check those out. And 10% of all merch proceeds this month will be donated to the National Immigration Project.
So go check that out. Come see us on tour and keep it so chill, like casual. It doesn't have to be a big deal.
Keep
not
it
a big
easy,
thing.
you know?
And we'll see you we'll catch you on the flip.
What the fuck is happening?
We clearly didn't sound check this. Richard is gonna wear himself out.
Hi, you're welcome. It's me, Richard Stink. I'm back on the show.
Hi,
It's my new
Richard.
music. I wrote it.
Richard, you need to let us know when you're going to be on the show so we can sound check your intro music.
Sounded really, really super good to me. Sorry you don't party.
You also need to let us know also so we can move the helmet out of the way so you don't almost trip over it.
I thought you paid a guy to do that.
Richard, your sound cue blasted a kidney stone from me and then put a new one in it.
Yeah, right. It's actually it's ambroxan. It's a rock of pure fragrance hidden inside your belly.
What?
When you pass it, it will be so fresh in your bathroom. You will thank me later.
When I pass a kidney stone, it makes my bathroom smell so good. I'll thank you.
When I give you the kidney stone, yeah.
Awesome.
Will it make a plink noise? Because that's happened to me before.
No, it's a
I didn't say plink when I passed the kidney stone, Richard.
yeah. That's the sound the kidney stone makes when it hits the wall.
It will say ah.
It's effervescent.
Time for a quiz, guys. I want to learn a little bit more about you.
All
You
right.
know how I always ask you your 5 signature scents for spring or summer or any season?
Yeah.
And you say, I don't even have a scent, let alone many scents.
I do
And
say
then
that.
you ask us a lot about our walk with Christ.
Well, guess what? That's later. Right now, I'm going to give you a quiz. I found it on WikiHow, your favorite site.
So just to clarify, Richard, right now you're combining giving us a test on stage
Yes.
and WikiHow.
Yeah, just-
the 2 segments we've already done.
Just to warn me, the energy would be weird with you. All right, here we go, guys.
Wait, you talked with Justin on stage?
I talk with Justin every day. It's Justin then Christ and Justin again.
The old Justin Christ sandwich.
I like to catch him up. Hey, listen, it's time for a
You
quiz.
put ketchup up on your Christ Justin sandwich?
I'm going to do a quiz for both of you, so I get a scent that encapsulates both your spirit and soul.
A sense of our sense.
Okay.
Big guy, you're first. How would you?
Which one of us is the big guy?
How would you describe? If you have to ask, it's not you. How would you describe? Sorry, I mean it's true.
I'm a burly princess.
I mean, if you have to ask,
It's true.
All right, how would you describe the sense you love best?
Hey,
big
you've
man?
done a lot of tongue work since
Sweet
you've been
and
on
shut
stage.
up. Sweet and flirty, warm and spicy, sultry and seductive, or fun and happy, man.
Wait, what was the third one?
And the fourth
Just
one.
sultry and seductive. Down here, sultry and seductive, or fun and happy. There's 12. Answer quick.
Sorry, what was...
Fun and happy, sultry and seductive. I don't need to keep saying that when it's not that. It's warm and spicy, sweet
Wait,
and
you're
flirty,
saying
fun and happy.
definitively it's not
It's
sultry.
definitely not the third one. If you say it, I won't mark it.
No.
So sweet and flirty, warm and spicy, fun and happy.
I'm warm and spicy.
Thank you. Easy. Griffin,
Yeah.
pick a location.
Why? Okay.
The beach at midnight. There's no sound, but there is a crashing wave. Cozy kitchen with
There's
cookies.
no sound, but there's
Crashing-
a crashing wave.
No
So
sound.
a silent crashing...
I did the accent wrong again, man. This English, unbelievable. It's my first language. It's just hard. A cozy kitchen with cookies baking in the oven and the snow falling outside. Or a misty English countryside garden early morning. Pip pip. Bright, bustling city on a summer day.
I mean, cookies.
In the
in it.
Vespa, cruising through the city streets. You
It
know.
sounds like you're jazzing on some of these, Rich.
I thought you liked jazz. Come on, answer.
Cookies in the kitchen, Richard.
Yeah, gourmand. Look in the mirror. What do you see, big guy?
Myself?
Someone trying to hide?
Oh.
Royalty? Well, royalty, someone who could get anyone they want easy. Or I just see me, no more, no less.
Oh, royalty.
No, first thought, best thought. All right. Griffin, what smell?
You know my name now. That's cool.
You've been Griffin both times. What smell do you gravitate towards, man? Bouquet of fresh flowers or a snickerdoodle?
How come I keep
Or
getting
this
cookie
seems
stuff?
specific.
I
but-
like how you phrased it like it was two owners competing over which one the dog really loved.
Either one.
And you had fresh flowers over here and snickerdoodle over here, and which one does Griffin go towards?
We got two.
Week old puppy. Not that WEAK.
Yeah. Look at that weak old puppy.
The week old puppy got Jack disease. It's hysterical.
I mean, even in the other context, week old puppy sounds like leftovers of the worst
Yeah.
variety.
Also, a weak old puppy isn't going anywhere.
no.
and it don't. So do you like a smell of it, or it's bad? Can I have?
Just say, oh, I thought you were talking about
No.
my dog thing, but literally one of the options is a weak old puppy.
Yeah.
Or the woods after a heavy rain.
Oh, I like woods after a heavy rain.
Easy, God. Travis, if you were an item at a thrift store, what would you be?
On sale.
A vintage wedding dress, a string of pearls, a wicker cabinet, or a half-empty bottle of perfume?
That seems-
Sorry, those are my only options?
This is the only one that has a
I
puzzle.
would be an old-ass wedding dress.
Okay, perfect.
No, sorry, that was a question.
The die is cast.
He already clicked
Don't
to
play
Travis.
games with me, baby. Do you believe in
Griffin, do you believe in fate?
It's important to your journey.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, no, it's on there.
Do you want the choices?
Yeah, sure.
Totally. I think so. That's what you said. It's in there. I'm not even going further. Travis, what scent do you normally wear? Masculine, feminine, gender neutral, or I'll wear whatever?
How is there a difference between
Between
gender
gender
neutral
neutral
and I wear whatever?
I don't have a really good answer, but like, and not the funny one at least. You want to push a button or you want me to
Gender
do it?
neutral.
Thank you. Griffin,
Yeah.
where do you wear perfume? Smell him and tell me if it's here, Travis.
I wouldn't recommend it, man. Can I say, I had a bottle of hair oil come open in my luggage last time I traveled with this outfit, and so it smells a little bit like hair oil. And that ain't half bad, folks.
The other half is bad, but half of it is pretty good. Hey, listen, Griffin, where do you wear perfume? To sleep, just to work or school, on hot dates, or fun nights out? Or I don't usually wear perfume.
Do people wear perfume to sleep?
Sorry, is there a fifth option on here that says I don't normally wear perfume?
If you do the answer you're saying, why you did this whole quiz about it?
I will put on a scent for a date with my wife sometimes. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So cool. Wow. We really love it, Griffin. Very funny. Travis, what's your vibe? What's your vibe? Fresh and clean, glamorous and classic, whimsical and witchy, or happy-go-lucky and friendly, or fresh and clean?
Can I be glamorous and witchy?
Absolutely not. I'll pick one for you.
Okay.
Griffin, what do you value the most? Comfort, passion, adventure, love, or your brothers?
The brothers is not on there.
Yeah, it says it right there.
I gotta say then brothers.
Pick a different one, though, just in case.
Just in case what?
It's not on there, man. I don't
Passion,
know.
adventure.
You should have listened to your heart. I pushed passion. You said it first. Travis,
Shit.
what would you describe yourself as, a leader or a follower?
There's only two choices?
Definitely a leader. Probably more of a follower. Neither. I go off on my own. And I guess if people follow you, you hide from them. I'd rather be a follower, but people look to me to lead.
How is that not reversed? I'd rather be a leader, but if I,
Just pick
no,
one,
I'm
man.
a leader,
You
damn
just
it.
gotta pick one, man.
Right? Do you guys think I'm a leader?
Definitely
A
a
true
leader.
leader has to ask other people if he's a leader.
That had such huge Jeb Bush please clap energy that it sent
That
a
was
douche chill
I
up
was
my
trying
spine.
to go for a joke about being a leader who needed to be told he was a leader, and it seemed desperate. So maybe that tells me a lot about myself, actually.
Does that answer the question,
Griffin,
Richard? Yeah.
last question. If you were a scent, how?
sin?
If you
These
were a
fucking images, Paul, are absolutely
If
out
you
of
want
sight.
a scent, how would you? These are just my desktop screensavers, man. Don't give him a hard time. If you were a scent,
Is that the evil planet from Fifth Element?
this is just from Dune. It's a poster from Dune. Listen, if you were a scent, Griffin, how would you want people to feel when they smelled you? Turned on?
Read more options, please, Richard. Fuck.
Why do you need more options than turned on? Warm and fuzzy, at business, getting fired, at a funeral. What do you mean? Turned on, right? Perfect. You gotta wait for the test to complete the calculations.
Hold on. How intense is the processing power of the wiki?
It's gotta go. I guess it's doing an ad.
I
Actually,
think you have
It's
to
just-
push the arrow.
I can't push the arrow. It'll open the ad. I'm sure of it, man. Nope. Wait. Yeah, I'll push the arrow. Nope. Griffin, you're the one that knows about
this
Pokemon.
is-
Fix it.
This is actively stealing all your data.
No, man. No, don't go backwards. We've already come so far. No, it's the ad again, Griffin. Come on. There it is, your amber. Amber is the color of the energy. Your amber. That's sandalwood. I'm Richard Stink. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Richard, if you don't mind sticking around, I'd love to do some live audience questions, and we actually do have one for Richard. If we could get Tim H. Hey, you had a question for Richard Stink. As fate would have it, he's here.
Excellent. Whew. Yes, I followed Richard's advice earlier, and my wife's biggest fandom is for Antonio Banderas. And so I learned that there was Antonio Banderas fragrance, and I bought it for her for Christmas, even though it was for me, but so that I would be
excellent.
so that I would be the gift. But I'm not sure that it is.
You felt great saying that sentence
That's
out loud,
good.
didn't you? I could tell.
Go ahead.
So that I may become the vessel of Antonio Banderas and be the gift.
But I'm not sure it's strong enough or potent enough. I was wondering if you knew of any other celebrity-oriented fragrances that might be even more effective.
What is your name?
Tim.
Tim? Is Tim?
Tim, I'm so sorry. Tim, we've never done this before. No one's asked Richard a question at a live podcast before.
Tim?
He'll say some stuff that's probably a little rude.
Okay, listen, Tim. Listen, I've smelled Antonio Banderas' his entire line. Every single one of them is strong enough for a Tim. Okay? Trust me, man. Trust me. It's not, trust me. This is spray number. You got to use the patented Richard Stink 13 spray technique.
Wow.
3 on the wrist, 6 on the legs, if you insist.
That's only 12, Richard. Where does the 13th go?
This is the puzzle puzzle you must solve by answering my riddles in the new Dan Brown novel. So, Tim, just spray more. Does that help a question?
Hey, Tim, since your wife is in the Antonio Banderas fandom, is there an internal struggle between whether it's the Fantonios or the Fanderases?
Is there a ruling on that?
I must be here for this?
You don't, Richard. You
Thank
can
you.
actually go. Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you so much, Richard Stink. Thank you so much, Tim. Man, you guys aren't going to believe this, but I see Richard Stink just off stage getting fully nude.
And it's a lot of like a Sailor Moon type transition, which is amazing.
Wow, that's so weird. Hey, Juice, you're back. Hey, welcome. Hey, we're just doing the show, man.
What were you doing?
Griffin gave me his food poisoning.
It's true.
Communicable
sad.
food poisoning is the worst.
Hello.
Hey, you guys helped me get rid of 10,000 Orbeez last year for my school dance.
Yes.
You're
Can,
gonna
can
listen.
you get right up on the microphone there for me?
Yes, and you're gonna have to be more specific. We make a lot of Orbeez disappear on this show.
We're three men with a very particular set of skills.
Yeah.
That's great. They had me help with decorating the school dance last year, but the Orbeez just wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we ended up giving them to Pennywise per your suggestion.
Good. Yeah, that'll
So
do
it's
it every
great.
time. And Pennywise liked that.
He loved it because then it took away all the water and he could have more guests.
So it took, in this fiction, and this may have been jokes we made a year. I forget jokes I make about 2 weeks after I make them.
I don't remember Act 1 of this show.
Yeah, so I don't remember saying give Pennywise all the Orbeez so it sucks
Oh,
up
it
the
was
water
great.
so he has more room for kids.
Yeah.
But that doesn't.
Wait, is that a thing we talked about? Because that would be wild if Pennywise was like, I'd love to have more kids down here, but dang if I could find the room.
so wet in the sewers. So Bonnie, is it just checking in to let us know that we kicked ass?
Partially, but also they've asked me to decorate for the dance again this year.
Okay.
So avoid Orbeez, but the theme is capes and crowns, and I just want to know where you guys would go with that.
Capes and crowns.
crowns.
I was gonna say if it's cakes and crowns, I know what to do with 10,000 cakes, and that's give them to me.
Tell them that you're going to need 500 real diamonds, and then you're going to stage a heist.
Yeah.
The greatest heist that school has ever seen.
You work at like Richie Rich's elementary school, right? Because they can afford 500 diamonds in this account. No, shoot.
You should make it capes or crowns, where you get a bunch of crowns and a bunch of superhero capes, and they do not connect at all.
What is the theme? Is it capes like?
Like superhero capes, but then like princess crowns.
I was right?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
My thing was a dumb joke.
I thought it.
Basically because they said that a lot of the superheroes and princesses have the same like color palette of like blue, red.
Oh,
and
Bonnie,
yellow.
that's nothing.
Were they trying to come up with a theme the same way
This is
we
why I
come up
need
with
your
a
help.
year theme?
It's hard. It's really hard. We
Yeah.
respect that for sure.
I'm like, I don't really know what they want me to do.
Yeah, with capes and crowns. Okay.
Can the capes come off of the crowns so it's one piece?
What if they're attached to the crowns like medieval style?
If they're attached to the crowns medieval style, that's going to be a tripping hazard for these clumsy elementary school students. Why is your elementary school having a dance? I guess is my first question.
that's a
They
good
don't
one,
know
yeah.
what
Yeah.
they're doing.
It's an attendance incentive. So if they've had a certain amount of attendance, they get a ticket.
They get to
go
come
the
to school
dance.
at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kick-ass incentive.
That's so funny because it feels like if it was middle school, they wouldn't have to come as a reward. You attended so much, you don't have to be here, Travis.
Capes and crowns. Capes and crowns. Is there a superhero that wears a crown other than Jesus Christ?
Was that you exclaiming about how funny this is, or was that you thinking of your favorite superheroes from the Bible?
Because I also don't remember Jesus wearing a cape.
I think that's,
I'll raise that man from the dead.
Let me use my zapping rays. Does that help?
No, wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, good news.
What do you got so far? Can you give us what you've got so far to kind of like launch?
you're done.
Last week they told me what the theme was and told me what the colors were.
What are the colors? Wait, Bonnie, what are the colors?
Red and blue,
Hey,
right?
did I tell you the dance is like May 5th?
Oh, so it's quite soon.
Yeah.
Well, we got a month. What are the colors?
The red, blue, and yellow.
Red, blue.
All right, so Superman.
Yeah, thank you, Travis. I think that was probably the initiating kind
Hey,
of...
Griffin, I'm doing my goddamn best.
What is that those three colors have to do with crowns, though? I guess is my question.
I guess just like Snow White and like Belle have some blue and red and yellow.
I hate to do this, but it kind of seems like, can you make a competitive dance theme where it's capes versus crowns?
Yes. Or a Squid Games theme. Everyone
What?
gets a cape,
eat that up.
but there's one crown.
That's cool. Elementary schoolers, for some reason, can't get enough of Squid Games.
Yeah.
Well, it's Mr. Beast, isn't it?
It's Mr. fucking
Mr.
Beast.
Fucking, they love that guy because they love misters and authority figures who can't design games.
Drag
Can you
his
do
ass.
a Mr. Beast theme thing?
Oh,
where
yeah, is
your
it too late to
theme
switch
is
to Mr.
shitty?
Beast?
Capes and crowns and Mr. Beast.
I would.
If
I
it's-
would. I don't know if the PTO committee would go for.
Give
They
him
don't
my
have
number.
to know.
Give him my number.
They're
Tell him
the
to call
money.
me. I'll straighten them out. No problem. That's one of the
Send
many
them a strongly
services we
worded
offer at
email.
this podcast.
We explained to out-of-touch school superintendents who Mr. Beast is.
And why it's funny to do it now in 2025 and not any time a decade ago.
Does that help, Bonnie?
It does help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for checking
Bonnie.
in.
Hello. Approach, please. Hello.
Hi, this is Marissa with the dentist.
Hi,
Question.
Marissa with the
Marissa.
dentist. I'm very excited for your question.
Yes, so
Can you angle the microphone up just a little bit so we can hear you? Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so I chat with my dentist a lot, and our conversation had kind of come to a lull, and we're comfortable. So I said, "Have you ever been bit before by like a client?" And he said, "No."
Wait, did you say in the question by a client
I said-
or just in general?
Yeah, I'm glad. If
Yeah,
you said
this
like,
is actually don't answer with a joke. I need you to tell us the 100%
Okay.
truth to the nearest of your recollection.
I said, "Have you been bit by an adult before?"
hey, Marissa.
Hey, that's actually the worst. The worst. Okay, go
Is
on.
your question, how do I find a new dentist? Because my
How
last
do
dentist
I
was
move?
like, you have to go. You
How
have
do
to
I find
go.
a new town to live in?
That's actually on a list I have printed up of things you have to go if you say to the dentist.
But I like him. He cleans my teeth good.
Have you ever been bitten by an adult?
Yes, and then he says, "No, I haven't," and gets back to puts his hands in my mouth.
Right.
And he says, "Put pressure." So I kind of bite down a little. I thought maybe he was putting in the X-ray thing, and then he says again, "No, put pressure." So I thought, "Oh, okay," and I like, and he goes, "Ow!" And I realized that was his thumb and not plastic.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that he was going to be putting pressure on my
Oh, well, he
tooth.
said it in a pretty crazy way. I think we can all agree.
Marissa, I was ready to judge the shit out of you, let's be honest. But after you asked, have you ever been bit by an adult
Directly.
before, and then your dentist stuck their thumb in your mouth?
There was no delay. I asked him that. He said, "No, I bit him."
Every
So-
every mistake after the first mistake you made of asking the question is on your
But the
dentist.
scale of the initial mistake cannot be overstated.
Yes. Because it adds a sort of premeditated element to
It
the
does, because there's
Not a
an
sort of-
implied, because you're gonna.
Not a premeditated so much as a trailer for the crime.
Yeah.
It was like, you know how when they have the trailer before the trailer and you're like, fuck, we're doomed, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like a
started
short
it with-
trailer before the trailer if you don't have the attention span to watch a 2-minute fucking trailer.
Yeah. Go off, King.
Don't worry, Batman's in it. I know Batman's on the first 5 seconds. He's in it later.
So, Marissa, what's your question?
Yeah, what's the question?
Like,
Not a new dentist, though.
I know, because I like him. We get along, but there was no goodbye after that. It was like, I gotta go see another patient. He laughed. He said he believed me when I said, "Please, please, I promise I didn't ask you if anyone has bit you to then bite you."
Were you in biting range when he was like, I believe you?
Were you chomping like the big ball on a chain in
I went,
Mario?
no.
Ow, ow.
But I guess I want to know how to start our next appointment to get him
Started
to
with,
further
have you ever
believe
been
me.
bitten twice by an adult?
Have you ever been bitten by an adult? Don't answer.
Don't
I know. I was going to say he won't remember, but he'll definitely remember.
Definitely.
remember. Probably thinking
It's a
about it
troll
now.
dentist.
Does he like podcasts?
He likes movies. Oh, so I'd say, listen to this. No, that I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, we only did the one movie, and I don't know that it's germane to the bit.
But hey, dentist, if you're listening, get out. Get out of there. You're not safe. She knew the whole time. I could see it on her face.
There's lots of great dentists in the area, I assume. If everybody could just shout out your dentist's name real quick. Thank you so much. Very helpful.
I heard Jesus in there.
Impossible. Does that help?
Very much so. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Marissa,
Best of
for
luck.
your courage. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. You having a good day?
I'm having a splendid day.
Wonderful. Who are you?
My name's Jessie.
Hi, Jessie.
She, her.
Hi, Jessie.
So I am ethically non-monogamous.
Okay.
And so I happen to have two boyfriends
Right.
who live both within an hour of me, but in different directions.
Okay.
And they have the same.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So is it 2 hours from each other?
I would've-
or are we in?
I mean, estimated.
If math class had been about figuring out problems like that, I probably would have paid attention a
Yeah,
little bit
sure.
better. Like, got to drive to your first boyfriend's house in this direction, X number of miles. Okay, so ahead. Your question, though. What is the question?
Yeah, so they both have the same birthday.
Is that how you picked them?
Unfortunately, no. That would make my life a lot harder. So my question is, how do I celebrate both of my boyfriends who both have birthdays on the same day?
Well, I'll tell you, this is great because 2 of us have the same birthday. So let's ask the odd one out, Griffin. How do you make Justin and I feel individually special on our shared birthday?
This is a very, 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 very similar question.
Because
So
we're
you're-
kind of like,
Your context will be invaluable because the situation is basically indistinguishable.
I'm ethically brothers with you guys.
ethically bronogamous.
Yeah. I mean, I call you guys separately. I don't get you on one Zoom, which I think is
There
pretty
you
chill.
go.
Which is pretty chill of me.
We should start comparing notes to see if he's got like a new bit that he's using.
Yeah,
But like a
and
new...
how long did he talk to you?
Yeah, we
I got him for 33 seconds.
I only got just him. You brought his whole family, huh? Wow.
Huh, wow.
Forgive my
He
ignorance.
did it right at bedtime, so you could tell he couldn't remember until the end.
Forgive my ignorance on the topic. Do your boyfriends know each other? Is it a I don't know, a triangular situation? I know we're stuck on geometry up here, but is it a could you throw a group bash at BW3s, or is it not that kind of
I
situation?
think what Griffin is saying is, do your boyfriends get along better with each other than they do with you?
That's
Maybe
not
they
what
would
I'm
have their
saying,
own
even a little
party.
bit at all. That's not what I'm saying, even a little bit at all.
That would make my life easier if they did, but they know of each other. They don't.
They don't.
They haven't met,
They don't
nor do they
hang.
know
Okay,
that
cool.
the other one has the same.
Because I was going to
birthday.
say, go to Chuck E. Cheese and, fucking give them both 20 tokens and just, kick it.
That's a good one.
Do you have any friends that have twin kids that you could be like, what do you do?
Unfortunately, not.
My wife and youngest son's birthdays is one day apart, which is even less relevant than Justin and Travis's thing. So
Yeah,
I don't
I
know why
was
the
trying to
fuck
set
I'm bringing
up
it
a-
up right now. That's easy, though, because of the pretty sizable age discrepancy between the two of them. They're not really interested in the same birthday stuff.
You don't know. Have you asked Rachel if she likes putt-putt and arcades and shit?
What was the second thing you said?
Putt-putt and arcades and shit?
I mean, you're describing a Griffin birthday pretty good, but not a Rachel birthday.
Do you have maybe one of your boyfriends likes the daytime more and one likes the nighttime? Where you could be like, oh, it's noon. I'm going to spend 6 a.m. to noon and noon to 6 p.m.
I could probably do that. They fall on Friday the 13th, so I feel
But
like
not
I could
every
do
year.
Not
Hey,
every year.
Jesse, I don't want to tell you how calendars work. Not every year.
this year.
This year, though.
That's going to be a really...
So that's the witching hour, right? Because it's 11 to midnight, midnight to 1. You do good 11 to midnight, bad midnight to 1. So which of your boyfriends is evil?
Yeah, which is the most evil one? Griffin uses that for me and Travis, too. He has to figure that out every
And
year.
you guys know.
You all know the breakdown.
Does That helped, Jesse.
It does.
When is
Fantastic.
the birthday soon?
It's in June.
Oh,
you got time.
And which
you
of
got-
your boyfriends do you like better?
No,
That's probably
They're
not.
never gonna listen, Jesse.
Could you take a break just to
Is
cut
one
on
of
the
them
pee-
here?
Okay. Oh, no,
Are
no, no.
both of
Forget
them
it.
here?
Never mind. Never mind.
Just
forget it.
one. Just one's here.
Just
but-
one.
Well, I know which
Just
one.
say
to get
that
a better
fucking
birthday. One. Absolutely. I know which one's better. This is easy.
The other one's not going to hear it, Jesse. It's easy.
to be fair,
I'm assuming they're a listener who just couldn't make it, Griffin.
Is Jesse's other boyfriend like down here somewhere? Like,
Oh, man.
I didn't know you liked this podcast. And also, I have other questions.
That is the 5th drink you've spilled tonight, Justin.
What do you want? What do you want?
Paul's
A
just
written
coming out. This is a
apology?
full
Just-
bath towel.
Let's hear it for Jesse. Jesse, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Eva, and I sent in the question about my band.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I have a band here locally, and we have a show. Hi.
Do you want to say the
Some
name
other
of the
local
Sure.
people.
Yeah. It's called the Kyles. We've only been around for like a year, so you might not have heard of us.
What's it
Tell
called?
The Kyle?
The Kyles.
The Kyles.
That's a
The
very
Kyles?
good name.
We do have a band member named Kyle.
Perfect.
and
That
He
kicks
did not
ass.
like that name. But
Can you
it's
change
fine.
it to Kyle
Wait,
and the
no,
Kyles?
stop.
Because, okay.
That's not what the question
okay,
was,
no,
but
yeah,
now
so
a minute.
sorry.
You have one band member named Kyle,
I do. Yes.
You
and
named the
he
band.
did not like the name
no,
The
he
Kyles.
did not. He didn't.
That's a shame because it's a fucking good name for a
I
band.
know. That's why we
So
kinda
how did
overruled
it
that
come
situation.
about?
No.
Independent of that.
So basically, we had our first show at my house. We did a house show, and I was like,
Was the booking hard?
it
Travis.
was so difficult. No, so I created a little box. We were having a really hard time coming up with a name.
Yeah.
So I made a little box out of paper and just had everybody that came to the house show like put suggestions in there.
Yeah.
And some of Kyle's friends decided to write Kyle and the Kyles, the Kyle, like on a bunch of sheets of paper and just shove it all in the
Kylo
box.
Kylie.
Yeah. And it was just, we struggled for a while. And after a while, we were like, actually, that's a really good band name.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
you know what? We're just going to take their suggestions.
That
So that's
kicks
how the
ass.
band name came around.
So how can we help?
But we have a show on 420.
Nice.
Which is also Easter this year.
What?
And yes, it
Easter,
is.
or as you put it in your email, Jesus' big day,
Oh,
which is
yes.
awesome.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us the
I did.
Easter thing.
I did, yeah.
I love, Eva, that in your mind, Easter is
know, I'm not a
Jesus'
Christian.
big
That
I'm not a
dude
Christian.
was so
I'm not
fucking
a
psyched.
Christian. I'm sorry.
Not what, yeah.
He said, Woo! Is it Easter already? Woo!
Hey, listen. If I had done something even half that cool, I'd be celebrating every year. You better believe
was
it.
true.
Yeah, I remember
Hey guys,
every
remember, this reminds me of another similar Easter where I died for you.
But every year, the people in Puxatawny get together around
Yes.
Jesus' grave to wait for him to come back and tell him if
So,
there's 6
Eva,
more years of salvation.
You have a show on Jesus' big day, which is
I
420.
do, yes. And the place where we're doing the show, the Camel, has asked us to send them a promotional video or a music video or something so that they can like promote the show.
Okay.
And we're very new, so we don't have a lot of promotional content. So
Okay.
we were in our group chat trying to figure out what to do, and I was wondering if you guys had any advice on what we should do as a promotional video for
Yeah.
the show.
Okay, so right off the bat, did they say it needs to be you playing music? Because that's important to all my ideas.
They suggested that, but they didn't say that it was required.
Okay, so let me give you this starter phrase that I use in a lot of videos that I do. Oh, hello, didn't see you come in there. And then you can, and have it be Kyle going like, these
How
are
is
the Kyles.
How is Kyle as a sort of like face?
It's good, yeah. I think
Okay.
we're all pretty...
We're the Kyles, and I'm Kyle, no relation, is a powerful start.
I'm Kyle, and I don't like that the band is called the Kyles.
Okay,
Just
wait,
coming
wait.
aggressive, okay.
Okay, this is pretty good. Do you have your phone on you?
No.
Oh,
I left
okay.
it on my seat, I'm
Well,
sorry.
fuck.
Oh, dang
Fuck,
it.
shit.
Do you have anyone here who can film?
My sister. yeah.
Okay, sister, would you mind starting a video, okay? This is going to be really good.
She's
Trust
been
me.
filming this whole time.
All right.
I can tell.
You've been filming the whole time. This is perfect. Okay, so the video will start here. So what I need you to do is be like, hey, brothers, I'm trying to find a new local band to get into. And then we're going to be like, I don't know, we're not from the area. What do you all think? And then everybody says, the Kyles. And then it'll
Include
be like,
all of this, by the way.
yeah, no, you got to
include
cut
it.
this. or
Oh,
it'll be
shit.
fucking
Okay, sorry, I
fucking
misread it. I
stupid.
misread it.
Okay? And they won't, know who we are.
But then,
obviously,
and then when the people at the venue are like,
So maybe we should start with
no.
I'm looking for a podcast to get into, and then everybody else, my brother, and me.
okay, so
you-
we're
are
gonna
you
explain
ready?
who we are first and why it
what
matters.
names do you want to use for the video? Because you
What
can't
names?
tell
Try
you're in the band.
Steva.
Oh, the band name?
You can't
tell
say
them you're in the
Eva
band. You have
You
to have a
can't
new
say
name.
Eva, so say Steva.
Oh, I can't say Eva, so I'll say Steva. Okay,
Yeah.
that
It doesn't
works.
have to
Sure,
be.
yeah.
Steve's nothing.
Steve, sure, I could say Steve instead.
That's great.
Steve,
yeah, yeah.
that's
Okay.
better. Okay, wait,
so
wait.
everyone, shut the.
Oh, say Stevo, because that has star power too.
Don't say Steve-O.
All right.
Just
Steve.
So the video will start here. Welcome back to my brother and me, America's favorite podcast.
we're famous and you should care about what we say. Who
bigger and more influential than Joe Rogan.
We got a big
Sorry.
Stop the video. That can't be in it. That can't be in it.
Sorry, I
That's
misread the vibe.
not in it. That's not in
I
the
panicked.
video.
I
Eva's,
panicked.
Eva's
Start the video
sister. Eva's
again.
sister. Start it over.
I panicked.
Okay,
Sorry.
start it again. Start it again. Welcome back to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Stop,
My-
Eva. Stop.
Sorry.
I was just trying to get to Travis's good idea faster.
Okay.
Welcome back to my brother and me. This week we're joined by, what was your name again?
Hey, my name is Steve.
Hey, Steve, how can we help?
Brothers, I have been looking for a new local band to get into. Do you have any suggestions?
Hey, everybody, what's your favorite local band? Excellent.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
Right there, perfect.
And what's your second favorite local band?
No, don't. That doesn't
How did
matter.
you
That'll
find
mess up the
that?
whole video.
It's fucking Paul. Paul can find anything. Does that help?
Paul,
Does that
yes.
help? All right,
Thank you so
yeah.
much,
Thank
Eva.
you.
I can't believe we actually helped.
That felt.
Is this what it feels
I
like?
think
I have
so.
2 children, and that's the greatest thing I've ever done.
Wow.
I think that's it. If we can.
Can we let turn the lights off? Would that be a
Take them
possibility?
away,
Make
Paul.
them go away. Thank you so much, Richmond. You are
y'all,
always such
Richmond,
a
you
hoot.
all have been absolutely
What a
amazing.
treat this has been.
I want to hear it.
What a pleasure.
Let's get a big shout out for this beautiful theater. Carpenter.
It's
is-
gorgeous.
Look at the clouds.
The clouds
They
are
have indoor
amazing.
clouds,
It feels
you
like we're
guys.
performing outside.
And not only is it a beautiful old theater, we can also call it the Dominion Energy Center,
Which
feels
feels
like a thing
kick-ass.
you build in like Warcraft 2099 or something.
He's ruled over the energy dominion for many years now.
I want to say thank you to Anna Rode, who designed our kick-ass poster. There may still be some out there. We
Griffin,
also-
this is peak you. I adore it so much.
I know, I love it. I signed some of them, and it's great because it looks like I'm magically casting my signature out into the galaxy.
It also looks like you've just realized you're in the vacuum of space and about to explode.
Yes. We also have some honorary Paul Sabor Memorial Canned Food Drive Challenge coins. All proceeds from that go to feed more. Thank you all so much. Thanks to Montaigne for the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You. A kick-ass track. Thanks to our dad. Thanks to Paul. Thank you to Amanda. Thank you to our editor Rachel. Thank you to McKay, our merch.
did this design right there.
Who did this kick-ass 20 Thunder Drive design.
McKay.
And thank you all, Richmond. It's genuinely, you all are amazing, and we're so happy to be back here, and
Yeah.
we'll be back again.
And hey, Griffin did not have to run off stage to use the bathroom once during the show.
Big round of applause.
That's a champion right there.
Hey, as long as we're cheering, I didn't either. All
I
right.
didn't run off stage to go to the bathroom.
Hey, Griffin, as a special treat, do you want to read the
I'll
last?
read the fear that someone in the audience is going to be faster than this year. This year, I will be faster than my fear of getting lost and freezing on Mount Everest because it's really far away from me and I don't even want to go there anyway.
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
And my brother, me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
It's better with you. My life, it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows,
supported directly
by you.